Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mabinogi. This way leads to Dugald Isle, Logging Camp, and Dunbarton. I say Dunbarton and I say Dunbarton. I say both, quite regularly. This is the path connecting Tyrconnell and Dunbarton. So I don't know how it's actually pronounced, whether it's Dunbarton or Dunbarton or Dunbarton, or, I don't know. I don't know if there's any official say on, which one's correct. What matters is we're on our way down here to talk to Tracy. He is right over here. Right nearby this tree somewhere. There he is. I was saying he was there, but there was no character. This broad-shouldered man holding a wood-cutting axe in his right hand must have gone through a lot of tough times. He's wearing a cap backwards, and his bronzed face is covered with a heavy beard. Between the wavy strands of his bushy dark brown hair are a pair of bright, playful eyes full of benevolent mischief. Well, here's a surprise. I've been itching to meet you, Serene. Good to see you. The name's Tracy, the toughest guy I'll meet in these woods. I'm a carpenter of the logging camp at Dugald Isle. Huh? Why'd I call you over? I heard there was a new adventurer in town. Wanted to see for myself, Get you started. Don't get all bent out of shape. Since you're all the way out here, I've got something to tell you. I'm gonna tell my horse to sit down so that it can hopefully recover some health. Not sure if you've heard of the Moonlight Traveler book. I hear it's a book that can teleport you to many different places. I'm no expert, but sounds pretty useful for adventurers like you. When you click the moon gate of the region you want to get to, it takes you straight there. Oh, I almost forgot. Check out the ancient book in the Me tab of your inventory. Remember, you travel freely to moon gates and mana tunnels. Never seen extra copies of it floating around, so don't lose yours. You did it, yeah? Here, someone told me to pass this on if you got it. Use the Moonlight Traveler book to go to Dunbarton. I'll be waiting. Click to teleport after the search with the message. Thing is, that's not from a human. There was this black sheep. Looks like you already know. You should go to Dunbarton and find that sheep. Pan? Something like that. I'm sure you could run the whole way, but since you've got a shortcut, why not use it? Right then, see you around. Yay, we got the Moonlight Traveler book now. So this is a godsend. At least it is until you hit level 1000. At that point, you no longer have any access to it. That sucks. You only get it till you reach, level 1000, unfortunately. But that's alright. We'll get there at some point. So, let me hop off my horse real fast. Right. Summons. Well, I'll open the dressing room, and I actually want to put this premium newbie wear in there. Because that is something I have never collected. Because I keep forgetting to collect it on all the characters I have made. It's also different for each, race. So, alright, let's hop back on our horse. Oh, we can't because it's got 35 seconds. Can we pick up the skill from you? Black Sheep and Dunbarton wants to see you. Why not oblige him? Yeah, okay. Nope. I'm still in the beginner stuff. I can't pick my own path yet. Alright, well, let's head over to Dunbarton then. And this is probably the most populated area of the entire server of Murray. This is Dunbarton. And, it's a pretty decent sized place, to be honest. The biggest thing is the town square over here, where you will see all kinds of people fairly regularly. Now I will note Apparently there's somebody dancing here. Hey, here's Belle. Let me say hi to Belle. Let's see if he recognizes who I am. He should. If he's even around. Yep. Yep, he recognizes. But yeah, so this is Dunbarton. Where do we have to go at this point? Oh yeah, we have to go talk to Walter. So this is channel 7. It's probably the least populated server. I'm gonna go ahead and do a channel change to channel 1. This is also sometimes known as the market channel. And the reason for that is this right here. Look at all of the shops. So this is one of those games where you can go AFK and just do whatever. You don't have to, move around and things like that to keep yourself logged in. Because of that, you can in fact AFK. A lot of people do. You do actually have to stay logged in to have your shops. So here, this person's selling some dice. No colors I'm interested in. This is Rosaline's personal shop. Hey, they've got a cool wig. You'll notice though that these are items set by the players in the way of prices. So these are expensive. This is the only female one out there. Huh. There's some mage potions in there, but I don't really need them. Same with here. This person, I didn't think gold and experience fruit was tradable, but okay. Apparently it is. It has one trade available. So, I've never seen somebody use their pet for the shop before. Usually they have a personal shop brownie. That's funny. No, that's even more experience fruit. Well, I don't know why people are selling experience fruit. You get it from an event. You get it for free. Right now. I could go get some. Not on this character, actually. But I could go get some. Did I get another style tab key? Okay, I'll use that. Whatever. So that extended it to 60 days now. Thank you. Cheap shock pages. Ooh. I actually need shock pages. But this guy's shock pages all look like they're expired, so. Too bad, so sad. No. No. Maybe the Morrigan puppet, but otherwise no. Why are you even, what is this? I can buy that regularly. No. What about Tally Shop? Ooh, dual gun double experience potion. Couple of Lord passes, some wound remedies, a Book of Thunder page, some decent things. Ooh, metal dies. Just regular silver metal dies. Because that's the color of metal. So I don't know why you would really need that. Do I have 5,000 gold? Yes, I do. I'm gonna buy this. Because I don't have her library outfit on my other character. Oh, I didn't see that was there. Okay, that's 85,000. I might come over here on my main character as soon as this episode is done. See if any of these are still available. Because I need those. I need those so badly. So yeah, nothing else that's here is anything important. But I can send that over to a different character. Doggo Shop. Never mind. Well, I mean, it's got airless. It's got a couple of airless. I'll show you guys that later at some point. I might have to just get on my main character to showcase all that stuff. Why would you even? because there's a lot of stuff involved in that, and I'd rather not have to reset my stuff to deal with that. Nice. It's a very slow 2-hit weapon, but that looks kind of awesome. Don't know why he's selling in standard cylinder. So yeah, welcome to the market, where people sell things for who knows what price, and half the time the prices make no sense. Let's go ahead and go back to, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go ahead and go back to channel 7, where everything is calm and things make sense. So let's go ahead and talk to Walter about the Altar of Restoration, which is something that I will just immediately discard because I never use it. Middle-aged man with dark complexion and average height, Walter is wearing suspenders and stroking his stubby fingers. Under his dark brown eyes, his tightly sealed lips are covered by a thick mustache. You can see his mustache and his Adam's apple slightly move, as if he's about to say something. Ah, you're Serene. How have you been? I want to show you some exciting new products. Serene, have you heard of the god Qualiwa by any chance? Actually, it's not one god, but 3. Goibin, the god of blacksmiths, Cretan, the god of reforging, and a carpenter god named... what was it? Fletchta? That was it. With the power of these 3 gods, even the most ancient and most damaged of items can be repaired. If we don't have these gods on our side, we might not win the Battle of Magtwired. I think it's supposed to be didn't have, because the Battle of Magtwired already happened. That's what my daughter Ava says. I'm not just saying this out of the blue. Really? Okay, I didn't know Walter was Ava's father. That's interesting. I totally did not pay attention to this last time. I'm not just saying this out of the blue. Hear me out. Not long ago, the Limelark introduced the Altar of Restoration, in which dwells the power of the 3 gods. This altar can repair items wherever you are. And the process is simple. You just take the Altar of Restoration from your inventory and place it in your desired location. Then put your hand on the altar and select an item to repair. Doing this, you can restore as much durability as you want. Of course, you'll need some gold coins, depending on how much durability you want to restore. It's what it takes to borrow the power of a god. I give you this test product to try for yourself. If you like it, just return to my shop anytime. You can also go to Neris's weapon shop or Simon's shop. They have the same product. Of course, I prefer if you come to me for this. Of course you do. So this is an item that I have never used in the entire course of playing this game. Hey, I didn't turn in Workshop 1 for some reason. That's weird, I thought I did. Oh, that was probably expand the homestead. Now we have Workshop 2, which I haven't even completed on my regular character. So if you use the Altar of Restoration... Cannot do this because another object is too close. I've never actually used this before, so there's that. This takes forever to freaking... Whatever. I don't understand. You can't drop it either. You have to destroy it. I don't understand. Whatever. I was gonna try to show you that because, you know, why not? But I don't understand it, apparently, so whatever. I'm just not even gonna bother. So, the Dungeon Stone quest. Here we go. Hello, Serene. I'm sorry I rushed you here, but I have a favor to ask. A moment ago, a few people sprinted across Dunbarton Town Square toward the West Moon Gate. I have so many disaster scenarios running through my head that I've lost all focus. They dressed like they were employed by the Royal Castle. They may be researchers from what I heard as they ran past. I have to be on hand for adventurers here, or I'd look into this myself. Serene, could you go after them and find out what's going on? There were 2 men and a woman. I'm afraid that's the last detail I recall. I hope it's enough. So there's another quest here in Dunbarton that I have to do. I don't know what it is. Go to Dunbarton and speak with Pan. Right. I knew that. I knew that. I knew I was coming here to speak with Pan. So this Pan's going to give us a whole bunch of quests. And this is when the game's actually going to start picking up. is once we start really tapping into the actual meat of the game, the main story. Did you happen to use a moon gate on your way here? There are more than a few cities and regions in Erin. It's impractical to travel to these places by foot. I'd recommend you use a Moonlight Traveler book whenever possible. Also, don't forget to record moon gates when you find new ones. Walk up to a moon gate and click it to move to the moon gates you recorded previously. And there are the mana tunnels in the area. But we'll keep things simple. Just look around when you're somewhere new and record nearby moon gates or mana tunnels as you find them. You've learned so much since we first met. Be sure to get comfortable using your Moonlight Traveler book, and here's a new quest for you. Lorna hands over the new quest. This quest advances as you complete other quests. Try getting through the remaining quests one by one. You're doing great, Serene. Alright, so we have a quest to reach level 20, which we should be able to do still. Maybe not in this episode, but eventually. But we do need to go this way. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my horse. At another point later on in the game, we will actually get the ability to become a horse, and we'll basically stop using our horse. But that is not now. That is a decent bit later in. So here are the people. The couple of girls and the guy, and apparently more people than that. So we've got Mage Scholar Keegan, Researcher, Archaeologist Fannin, and Historian Ainsley, I want to say, along with 2 laborers over there. So hello. The archaeologist seems to be lost in thought. Okay. Magic Scholar and the Historian are conversing. Can't believe my eyes. I spent so long looking just to find it in a place like this. Dr. Keegan, this is the rock known as this is the... Oh, this is the girl, sorry. I think you got him backwards, because I think I was doing that voice for the... Dr. Keegan, this is the rock known as Pelnabrone, yes? The red writing on the surface does seem to match the scriptures. Could this really be the Pelnabrone? We did just witness the stone teleport individuals to dungeon entrances. It's fairly strong evidence for its authenticity. I wonder how it will look once fully unearthed. Fabled remains of an ancient people. Those stories conflict regarding whether those people were the Nemedians or the Partholonians. For now, we'll keep it generic. It's the remains of an artifact. Let's keep our focus on its function and purpose. It'll take time before we can fully utilize it, but in theory, fully unearthing it should allow us to warp deeper into the dungeons. If so, it will be a huge step toward finally eradicating the Fomors in the dungeons. That's closer to speculation than a theory. Anyway, what concerns me are the changes reportedly affecting the known dungeons. The shifts coincide with the Pelnabrone's discovery, and I doubt they're unconnected. I wish there was more documentation on the Pelnabrone. It's too early to jump to conclusions. We need more detailed information on the alterations in the dungeons. By the way, we should catch a meal with Leslie when we get back. He was interested in hearing our take on all this. Gah! You caught me off guard there. Are you here to learn more about the stone as well? You're free to inspect it, but be careful not to damage anything. Oh, and if you happen to figure out anything, we're all ears. At this stage, even an amateur's insight might lead somewhere. My best guess is that this rock is a remnant of the first battle of Mag Tuired. Ah, the battle where Morgan used a forbidden spell against Fomors and turned into stone? Yes, that's the one. In the scriptures, the stone is called Pelnabrone. I'm not sure what that means. Not very familiar with that particular battle. Guess I'll have to brush up. No, this has been the same person, right? That's about all I have so far. Alright. Let's head on back. Should be able to talk to, the person. Here it is. Yep, Yvonne. pretty sure that our next goal was to talk to Yvonne, but I wasn't immediately sure. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and check my timer here right quick. I did not start the timer. Good job. I would have just kept going. It's a good thing I checked my timer. But gosh, I don't have any other timers, so it's probably not time to end yet. I feel like we've only been at this maybe 10-15 minutes. I'll go for another 5 or so. You pass the stories from the researchers on to Yvonne. I see. I believe no one was seriously hurt. Still, a rock that warps people to the dungeon entrance must be a major find. Sounds like you're interested, but since this is a new discovery, getting information anytime soon will be a challenge. On the other hand, sometimes books exist that hint at a topic, or certain information has been forgotten altogether. You should try out the bookstore. We'll do just that. Let's go talk to Era. So, excuse me, the annoying part about this is that we're actually going to get 2 copies of this book. One for this quest, and one later on in another quest. Pass the stories from the researchers on to Era. First Battle of Magtwirad. Goddess Morgan. It must be that book. The goddess who turned into stone. It doesn't look like you had the book, Serene. I can transcribe it. I'll need 10 pieces of paper from you. Walter sells the paper used for transcription. Really? It's only 10 pages long? I mean, I guess it could be 20 pages long. Because writing on both sides, but still, it's not a very big book. Or maybe it is for back then. I don't know. I never really paid that much attention. That's funny that she said Walter. She didn't say her father, Walter. Even though this guy had just said, my daughter, Era, earlier. Whatever. 10 gold. Whoopsies. Sorry. I had moved my hand up to scratch an itch. And when I put my hand back down, I smacked the microphone. So, my bad. My bad. There we go. Let's go ahead and talk to Era again. Yeah, great pathfinding. I love that about this game. It has such good pathfinding. That's stories from researchers on the Era. Already did all this. I can transcribe it, but I'll need 10 pieces of paper from you. Do you want me to do that now? Please do. 10 pieces of paper were used. Here you go. Maybe you'll find a clue in it. Yay, the goddess who turned to stone. So like I said, we will end up getting that later. We'll have to actually get that book again later, which is really annoying. And no, you can't just use that same book. You have to do a quest to get that. And it's almost exactly the same. Like, you have to get it transcribed and stuff like that. Hello, Lorna. What do you have to tell me? Okay, here. This is your first quest. Missing townsfolk. Serene. Are you familiar with Alby Dungeon? It's north of Tier Canal. I'll say not really, even though I am. You've never been there? Oh well. Just go up past the graveyard and you'll see Alby Dungeon. It sounds like a guardsman named Trevor, just north of Tier Canal, is looking for help. It should be a breeze. Serene, you should go ask for things to do. Try talking to Trevor. Alright, we'll head back to Tier Canal once we're done with this. Fox ears. Fox ears. That guy had fox ears. Actually, I think that was kitsune ears. So, I think that was a kitsune, as opposed to the fox ears. But, whatever. Kitsune are a type of fox. How about you? Find anything new? Show them the book The Goddess Who Turned into Stone. Ahem. It was an early hypothesis, but seems I may have been on the right track. Furbolgs. In the first battle of Magtwirad, Furbolgs united with Fomors, leaving the Tuatha De Dananns in dire straits. The Polnabrone was probably used by the Furbolgs to connect with the Fomors. They presume it was by allowing them to teleport somewhere inside Wrath in order to rendezvous. None of which tells us why the dungeons changed when the Polnabrone was discovered. Did this discovery perhaps shift the balance of energy that had accumulated in the Polnabrone? We'll never find out by studying the Polnabrone alone. We'll need first-hand accounts from the dungeons as well. Of course, the actual analysis will require trained magic scholars. But thanks to your assistance, we have the direction to take our research. Thank you. For now, we have to head back to Aliak to report our findings. If you find anything else, please let the investigator next to me know. We've gotten the investigator up to date, so we should be able to answer basic questions. Once the Polnabrone has been completely unearthed, I hope we'll get some answers. But for the moment, farewell. Yay! The dungeon stone complete! Now we're level 18. How about that? 10,000 experience and some gold. I think it said 2,000 gold. Am I running out of space for gold? No, we're even close. I only have 14,000 gold right now. And I have both a 50,000 and a 10,000. I'm not worried about gold right now. I will need to I'll need to send some gold over so that I can do some of that stuff. But I'm not worried about it right now. So, we do need to head to Tir Canal. What else do we have? I think it's all back to Tir Canal, actually. How about that? So let's go ahead and head over there. Normally, I would use the Moonlight Book, but I'm so used to not having it because I don't have it on my main character that I'm just running over here, just acting like I don't have it. So, and that will probably be my regular thing. So here's the LB dungeon up here. I'm just gonna port. Now I'll go to Albi because it is actually closer to everybody. So, I can immediately talk to Trevor, and then I can go talk to Duncan. I'll probably do Albi Dungeon first, though. Specimen of physical fitness stands at attention in a suit of immaculate armor. Through his lowered visor, you catch the slightest flash of his determined eyes. My horse is attacking the foxes because they're same level. The soldier greets you with a curt nod. New around here, huh? I'm Trevor, a member of the civil militia. Go, Serene Pony, go! Go, Serene Pony, go! Look, I hate to impose on a stranger, but you look armed. One of the townsfolk went to LB Dungeon just up the road, and she hasn't come back yet. No one in town is really equipped to handle an actual fight. I can't leave the place undefended. How do you feel about spiders and dungeons? Excellent. Take this pass. It will allow you to enter the dungeon. Take the road north until it branches, then take a right. To enter Albi Dungeon, drop that pass on the altar. I have more passes if you run into any problems. Good luck. Also, since this is your first dungeon, here's a tip. If you ever had a hard time finding dropped golden items, tap Alt to display their names. Right then, you better get rescuing. Follow the right branch on the road behind me to Albi Dungeon. Don't forget to drop the path I gave you with the altar. Trevor's Pass. So I'm going to go in here and set my AI settings to command mode. Because, I mean, thank you, Serene Pony. I appreciate that you were helping me out, but they're just foxes. They won't attack. Trust me. All they ever do is defend. They're weak. Actually, this one is not. These guys are not weak at the moment. Do a couple of quick smashes just for the fun of it. This is where I usually train my non-combat or like leveling skills. Yay! It was about time I learned Sword Mastery. Good. I learned that. And from there, I think we're good for now. That said, I think this is a good spot to end off at. We have 101 ability points left to spend. We have 6 more days until our next possible rebirth, unfortunately. So I do not get the beginner benefit on this character for that. And we'll cover some of this other stuff in the next episode. So I do hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please feel free to subscribe. Feel free to check the video description down below to get caught up on any of the episodes you may have missed. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. See you later.